Hola. Reflexive verbs are verbs that describe actions done to or for oneself. In English, reflexive pronouns end in self or selves and show that the subject both does and receives the action of the verb. There are 6 reflexive pronouns in Spanish: me, te, se, nos, os, and se. Me is myself, te is yourself, se is his or herself, nos is ourselves, os is yourself, informal, se is themselves. An example of a reflexive sentence would be, I wash my hands. It would be reflexive because you are doing it to yourself, you're washing your own hands. I wash his hands is not reflexive because you're not doing it to yourself, you're doing it to somebody else.
Okay, so now I'm going to actually show you how to use reflexive verbs in a sentence. So we have the verb cepillar. Regular AR verb, so it conjugates the same. Yo cepillo, tú cepillas, él, ella, usted cepilla, nosotros cepillamos, vosotros cepilláis, ellas, and ustedes cepillan. The only difference with reflexive verbs and non-reflexive verbs is with reflexive verbs, you add the reflexive pronoun out in front. Me, te, se, nos, os, and se. So here's an example. Yo cepillo mi gato. I brush my cat. Not reflexive because you're not brushing yourself, so there's no reflexive verb. Yo me cepillo los dientes. I'm brushing my own teeth, so you need the me. And another thing, notice that it's los dientes. Since we already know that you're doing the action to yourself, you do not need mis dientes. That would be saying, I brush myself, my own teeth. So you only need to say, I brush the teeth, myself.
Not all reflexive verbs have the same conjugation. There are 5 examples of this: ponerse, vestirse, despertarse, acostarse, and dormirse. For ponerse, the yo form is irregular, so you would have yo pongo. However, the rest of the conjugation for ponerse is the same as the ER verb. For vestirse, the E changes to an I, so you would have me visto. For despertarse, the second E changes to IE, so you would have me despierto. For acostarse, the O changes to a UE, so you would have me acuesto. The same thing goes for dormirse, the O would change to UE for me duermo. In general, there's the boot in Spanish where yo, tú, él, ella, usted, and the ellos, ellas, ustedes form will follow the same pattern when you are conjugating irregular verbs.
So these are the 6 strings on the guitar. You got the low E, A, D, G, B, and high E.
Yep.
proper sword to kill us, so to target her mind.
What happened today, huh?
This is what happens when you try and control it. Now rest in peace. What am I doing wrong without me? Then what not win? Others, leave me.
Cepillarse los dientes is to brush your teeth. Correct. Peinarse is to brush your hair. Correct. What is the verb afeitarse?
To shave.
What is the verb secarse?
To blow dry. Hey Dan, I'm having trouble falling asleep. Can you help?
Yeah, got it.
Come on, Dan! Come on! Come on! You gotta want it! You gotta want it! Come on! I've seen my grandmother do better than that! Come on! Come on, don't laugh at me! Does this sound funny to you? So now we're going to get more in depth with reflexive verbs. Now I'm going to show you how to use them in a sentence. So first off, you put me.
There's a dogwood.
You're not supposed to say anything.
I'm here to kill. I know not.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, come on.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing. So I can move this, right?
How would you be on top of the step and make things easier instead of moving?
How about I say
How's that better? Is that better?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, but then I'm gonna move this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Can you
Oh,
stop?
yeah,
Restart the video, please. Come on.
Okay. 1, 2,